What is good, my guys and girls of YouTube? It is your boy Justin Omoi here. Real quick with the video, Ultimate Recording Guide, Ultimate, how to get the ultimate. This video is going to be on the distance between the microphone and how to get the right tone for your voice or your song, whatever you want to achieve. Going up close to the microphone is good to capture your voice when you want it to be dominant within the song, when you want it to be it. You want it to be full. You want it to feel like it's your voice all the way, capture bass, all that. When you go close to the mic like this is the ideal spot for capturing the tone of your voice. Now, with the tone of your voice, you're probably destroying dynamics because you're so close to the microphone, right? Here's the diaphragm, here's your voice. Pew! So here you hear me, I'm so close. But if I take a step back, you hear that I sound different. Of course, it sounds lower, so I could go ahead and raise up the gain, the input gain, so you can hear me at that around the same level. Alright guys, you can hear me a bit better now that I raised up the input gain. Just know that my voice does not sound like deep, or it doesn't have the fulfillment feeling like if I were up close and talking like this. But the thing about this piece is that we have air in between. We have a different tone than being up close. The more back you go, the less bass, or the less bass, less tonality you're gonna capture. But it's still good when it comes to having dynamics, clarity. I sound so clear right now. You can hear me so naturally. I'm so clear right now. You can hear me naturally. It sounds way deep. Like, you don't expect that deepness in a person's voice. So yeah, come back if you want more dynamics, you want more air, breath in your sound. You hear that? Yo, I sound like this. I talk like this. I'm really exhausted. No AC, there's a light on and the fan is off. Oh my god. But if I were up here, it sounds just way in your face. So yeah, see what fits your vocal style and feel. Say you're a bass voice, so your voice is like, I'm always down here. I sound like I have a lot of bass in my voice. I can't really do it. But if you have like a designer voice and you sound super bassed out, take a step back, find your right feel for you, and you'll be good. Along with moving back and forth with the microphone, you could also tilt the microphone downwards, upwards. You can even drop the microphone downwards, upwards. So let's start with this one since I got this here. The thing about having your microphone down here is actually a stylish thing, and I'll tilt this up a bit so you can hear me a bit clearer. But notice that I'm up here and I'm speaking down here. You can still hear me nice. The tone, the microphone's diaphragm, it is going towards my throat, which has, you know, the vibrance. You hear that? Instead of going down here, it's like up in your face. So you may want a throat voice like this and sound like this, maybe, if you want. But maybe you want to sound weird like this. You want to sound like the voice is above, like for some reason like this. You could do this. You can even tilt the microphone all the way up here so you could look down or have a voice downward position. Yo, it sounds like this. It's kind of like similar in a way to stepping back some, but the fact of it being tilted upwards and you're speaking, it kind of like chips the edge. Just know polarity of the microphone, the polarities, it could change the way you sound, of course. All right, back to the mouth spot. If I were to lower the mic down like this, you could notice that I have more bass tone, or I have more tone in the bottom end of my vocals. And that's because when you do tilt the microphone down in this position and you're speaking forward, you are hitting the plate, the actual thing that is capturing the reverberance, the movement. It is hitting it in an angled way, a different way. So it's this compared to this, 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 compared to this. In conclusion, I'm sweating bad, but just know more away from the vocal, the microphone, less tone capture. Closer you go, you get more tone capture, but you do lose that air, that spacious feel. How do you know which voice is good for you? Perhaps maybe at that time. It depends on the song, the sounds, what you feel like being in that song. One more thing before I end this video actually is this misconception. People feel like because the microphone is upside down that it will be better for you. So people would assume that this position right here is ideal, where it's upside down. It's cool. And that is just not the case. I mean, the reason why people do that right now is probably because it's cool, but also to limit yourself so you can have more movement. See how I'm moving my hands right here? You could have a piece of paper, you could be able to look down and read on it and capture your voice like that. The reason why they had this microphone like upside down in the first place back in the day, before they had good technology on like tube microphones. Before, with the tube mics, it would be so hot to the point that it'll melt the diaphragm. So instead of it going, upwards to the diaphragm, put the mic upside down so it does not go up to the diaphragm. Because, heat rises, all that. So yeah, that's why they initially had it upside down. But this is still, if you want to sound like this, if you want to have this capture, you can still do that. It's basically flipping the diaphragm upside down, which could, bring you some good sound styles. Like, yo, what's good? Who knows? Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to your boy Justin Omoi if you want to see more videos in the future. And yeah, my name is Justin Omoi. With that being said, peace. I'm out.